Hey everybody, it's Missy Wolf back at CMA Fest with our lovely co-host Reagan Richards, and we're here with Peytan Porter. How are you?
I'm awesome, doing really well.
You really are awesome, and you've overcome some, little setbacks with the Gulf Coast Jam. But you got to tell everybody. So, I want to help you feature your niece. Right?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Please, let's dedicate this episode to her because this is just so sweet what you had planned. Tell everybody how much you had planned for her.
So my set at Gulf Coast Jam was my niece. She was going to turn 1 on June 1st. And so when we booked the show, I was like, I'm going to bring her out on stage. I'm going to have everyone sing happy birthday. I'm going to cut one of my songs to make sure we've got time for it. My family like RV'd down and she got to see the beach for the first time. And then no on-stage birthday party. But
she got to see the beach.
She got to see the beach. She loved it.
Yeah, that's great.
We had her in the RV. I got to ride back to Georgia with them instead of riding back with the band. Right. So I got to see the family. We got Cracker Barrel to sing her happy birthday.
Oh,
so that was huge.
Okay.
Yeah, it was huge.
That's huge.
Exactly. Yeah. And she doesn't realize the magnitude of
she will
what
not
she
remember
missed.
it. No, it's honestly probably
do,
better.
But
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But see, now she ends up with this message too.
Yeah.
You know what
Hattie,
I mean?
we love you.
sometimes things end up, you get tons more. It's like, if you miss a birthday gift, somebody forgets to give you a birthday gift, you get 10 more next time.
Oh,
because
yeah.
everybody, feels bad.
Yep.
Well, and you're an artist too, so you know that sometimes gigs, things happen.
Yes.
Things change. Shows get canceled.
You can always plan on the unexpected.
Oh, yeah.
And the way you handle it though, and the way that you're graceful about it, and you turn it into a positive, rather than just holding it in and being angry. That sets you apart.
I always feel like too, especially being an artist and with opportunities that come and opportunities that go. I always think about it like this: if it didn't happen, you probably have sat there many times going, I really wish this happens for me. Please let this happen. And if it doesn't, you're like, you know what? I always say, wasn't supposed to happen.
No.
You know?
Only things that are meant for us.
Yeah. How many things have happened in your life that wouldn't have happened if you got what you wanted originally? Something else wouldn't have happened.
Oh, man. I wouldn't be here if I got everything I thought I wanted.
If you trust the process, things always work out.
Yeah.
And so there's also something else cool that you had happen recently, May 10th. Tell everybody about it.
My country music wedding day. I got to make my Grand Ole Opry debut. And I, like a lot of girls dream about getting married, I dreamed about playing the Grand Ole Opry. And it really, truly felt like my wedding day. I cried when I tried. We had a fitting and I found the dress and cried. And I was like, man, I'm such a nerd.
That's huge.
But my whole family was there and it was so emotional. And I actually don't know how to properly store a dress like that. So it's just hanging in my bedroom. Right. So I go to sleep looking at the Opry debut dress.
So here's what you do.
Every night.
Just go to the dry cleaners and say, I need this preserved.
Okay.
Right? They will do it. They will box it. It'll be perfect. It's just like
or you could put it in a glass case in your house.
Maybe I will. My house is not big enough for a glass case.
No, you need room for that.
Have the dry cleaner preserve it for you, so it'll be in a nice box. And if you're traveling, you move, you can take it with you.
Great.
And when your place is big enough that you can display that,
we'll hang it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Hall of Fame. I want it to go in the Country Music Hall of Fame.
It's going in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now a show like that, of course, there's so many things going on in your head before, just like at the end of the day, it is still a show that you've got to perform. So you've got to, this, that, and the other. But if you can remember, what were some of the things that were going through your head when you're backstage, from the backstage walk to the stage when you first stepped? What was going through your mind? Were you thinking of the history of the Opry, what that meant? Or were you thinking about your family? Were you thinking about, take us through that.
So the day itself was amazing and magical and so emotional. And there's like cameras, they're catching everything.
Yeah.
The walk from backstage to side stage, I remember so vividly because it was the first time that I let myself break a little bit, because you walk in and turn the corner and you see the cameras, and I got past the cameras and I was like, 1, 2, 3, I need a water. That was the first time I felt so I got cotton mouth. All of the human sides of being nervous caught up to me in that moment. But once I was side stage and started walking towards it, I wanted to do it barefoot because I'm really big in feeling the energy of the earth. And I do a lot of things barefoot.
Yeah. So important.
And so for that moment, I wanted to feel the history of everyone who had been there. And so I took my shoes off and walked into the circle. And it was just this feeling of I deserve this. I've worked so hard, and the worthiness of that is something that I didn't want to play it until I felt like I deserved to be there, and till I was in a place where I could like back it up and keep showing up and have things going on. And so it just felt like everything has been leading up to that, and it was so like peaceful. That people say it feels like home, but it really does feel like being welcomed into a family.
That is
So it was
amazing.
crazy.
I'm so happy.
Thank you.
Chills.
I know. I'm like, so did you immediately after that say, okay, what's my next goal? Or are you just kind of like, whatever happens, happens. I'm going to let the universe and let everything that's supposed to happen just happen.
Yes and yes. I do a lot of long-term and short-term goal setting and manifesting and the woo-woo things.
Yeah,
so
that's funny that you said woo-woo. My friend is woo-woo.
Yeah,
I call her woo-woo all the time.
my family is like, you're out there. But I'm the middle child. Of course I'm out there. But yeah, that's the main goal. The next big goal is to come back. I want to come back and play the Opry as much as I can. I got a tattoo for the Opry, and I'm going to add every time I play.
Well, that's going to get filled up.
Yes. My mom's like, maybe every few times.
Oh, moms are like that. It's okay. Moms,
it's okay.
You have to let us go.
This is it's just a vessel. But yeah, I'm going on the road with Tim McGraw next weekend, and I'm playing arenas for the first time. So that's big. But my next two big goals are to start and finish a debut full-length album. And we're in the process of that. And then my next really big goal is to play Red Rocks.
Oh, yeah.
My goal is to go to Red Rocks.
You've got to go. Have you been?
I have not.
Okay,
it is not magical.
That's all I hear. And same with the
stunning.
Caverns here in Tennessee, which I had a chance to go to on May 31st, but I was at Gulf Coast Jam. So yeah, I'm gonna make it there too.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a really cool space.
Okay,
very cool.
How do you describe your style? So first of all,
I know I told you she's my fashion.
You have this supermodel, very Heidi Klum vibe, Grace Potter vibe, so gorgeous,
man.
And your whole vibe. How do you describe your style?
I feel like I'm kind of like it's a little bit whimsy. It's kind of like
whimsy. I like that.
Boho whimsy. I'm really like an earth. Like I really like RVing and hiking and being with nature.
You need to have your own boutique and call it Boho Whimsy.
Boho Whimsy.
Whimsy Boho.
Whimsy Boho.
Whimsy Boho. I mean,
we'll do it soon.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, people are doing those online boutiques too.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
You should just find some cool stuff.
It's a lot of thrift. Like this is thrifted.
Yeah.
I think this is like TJ Maxx. These are my Nan sandals. My grandma gardens in these, and I was like, I want some.
Really?
Everything. My favorite things belong to my grandma. And
that's really nice.
my mom was like, she had such gaudy taste. I'm like, it's amazing. Like, everything's jewel tone and gold, and like I've got beads in my apartment that I dyed, and like little mushrooms everywhere. It's just a little.
I love it. I love it.
It's a little witchy. It's a little out there, fun. But it's a lot of thrift, a lot of passed down.
Thrifting is fun and addictive.
Amazing.
Yes, you see those price tags, you're like, yes, I like that.
Yeah.
And it's pre-loved, so that's what's nice about it. Pre-loved, and now you get to love it.
Yeah, it's unique. It carries things with it.
Every time I leave my house, because I don't leave my house often without my husband, so every time I leave by myself, he's like, "Where are you going?" So we go everywhere together. I'm like, I'm going to Thrift Love, which is this cute, teeny, tiny little place in Columbia, Tennessee. It's called Thrift Love, and
I need to get out there.
You need to get out there.
I need to get out there.
And it's one of those, they actually help people.
Oh.
They employ people in need, and they give back to the community, and it's just an amazing organization. So
That's
I'm
great.
like, when you're on stage too, do you want to keep wearing the same stuff you've worn over and over? No. Right, babe? That's why I got to go to Thrift Love.
That's why we thrift.
That's right.
This is why we thrift.
So I think the three of us need to go together.
Yeah,
we just got to
right now.
Yes.
Let's go.
Well, tell everybody where to find you and where they can get your music.
You can find me at Peytan Porter. Peytan Porter Music is my website, but it's Peytan. My mom is Tanya and spelled like Tanya, so it's Peytan Porter. And that's pretty much it. No one really spelled it that weird.
I love it.
So I got all the handles.
There you go. It's rare.
Hey, that worked out for you, right?
Yep.
So check her out and add her music to your playlist. And stay tuned for her new album that's going to be coming out that you're working on.
Yeah, she's getting started on it.
Yes, follow her on social
and
media.
all of her future Opry. We're going to fill up that arm.
I'll have a sleeve of Opry stars.
It's going to be amazing. You guys don't want to miss it. So check her out. Until next time. This is it.
Thanks.